The Obsessed Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G, and I'm here playing Blood OMEN, hopefully live. Okay. You're something else, Max. You know that, man? Sometimes I really worry about you, bud. And I'm actually very close to getting the platinum for this. The only question now is, do I want to get the full 100%? Because I have all the other relevant trophies, pretty much. One trophy that I can get pretty easily, but I have to wait until right before the end of the game. But I have 82 out of 100 secrets, so I could literally just beat the game right now, pretty much, and get the platinum. So it's like, do I want to just finish it and get the platinum, or do I want to get the full 100%? You know what I mean? It's a 9 for me. So Silver comes out for me tomorrow. 10 my time, so remember that. I want you to be there for the first stream, bro. Yeah. Even if it's just for a little bit. It's just a quick, easy way to farm blood. Okay, so it is 9:55, but I pushed it back to 11:11 because I just now started. I will make sure you know. I meant to do it at fucking 7, then 8, then 10, then fucking 11. I've got all kinds of shit to do today, unfortunately. Okay, shit got in the way and kept pushing it back. And it has to be, I have to quit a certain way. Because of my OCD, you know what I mean? It has to be a particular way. As fucking annoying as that is. Yeah, that's great. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, it's just, you know, it's important to me. Obviously, I always like to have you in the stream whenever I can, but this is kind of different, you know what I mean? This is not the standard shit for me. And I'll show you something amazing. The late game magic for Blood Omen is just fucking outstanding, dude. Just wait. Now I'm about to get biblical on him. God, that's so awesome. Oh. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it is. So you can see, and then, oh shit, wait, hold on. I didn't even get to show you all the tools you get, man. Fuck. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now, because it's just awesome. Okay, so you know about, you know, the fucking sword. Obviously, you start with that, but then you get the mace, which can smash blocks and shit, so it's equally used as a puzzle-solving tool, but it also never kills an enemy. No matter how many times you hit them with the mace, they never die, so it's meant for feeding, so you don't accidentally kill them. That's pretty cool. But then, you get the fucking axes. Do watch these axes, okay? You can't use magic when you have the axes, but, well, you'll see. And you're talking about Diablo, that's what made me think about it. That's some Diablo shit right there. I like it. And then, one of my favorite weapons, the flame sword.
Flame sword.
The drawback is that you can't feed on enemies you hit with them, but it does amazing damage and does fucking area of effect. And it's actually just really cool that it actually lights up the area around you when you use it. That's a small detail that I really like, but hold on, I have to attack an enemy for you to see the area of effect. So it's pretty dope. And when you get the Soul Reaver, it is fucking ridiculously OP with the drawback. Okay, so the actual Soul Reaver that you get in this game, you can't feed from an enemy that you use it on because the sword devours them, and you can't use magic, but it will kill any non-boss enemy in one hit. Yeah, Blood Omen is great. Like I said, it gets better, dude. It's an RPG. And I don't know if you saw it, dude, but you can turn into a fucking werewolf. I don't know if you even got as far in the game to see that. And that's how you get around quickly. And you can jump. You can fucking turn into mist form to walk across water, because normally water burns you, so lakes, but you can turn into mist form and to slip through cracks and shit. And enemies can't hit you with physical attacks. Okay, my bad. Or I don't think you saw the mist form.
Iron armor.
So, the bone armor tricks liches into thinking you're one of them, so the undead don't attack you. But the chaos armor is fucking amazing. Any enemy that hits you at all takes damage. So you'll still take the damage. They will too. So there'll be a bunch of enemies that will just die from hitting you. Especially minor enemies where you can take that hit.
Flesh armor.
And then flesh armor automatically makes you feed on whoever you smack. Well, it does when you have a regular sword, the flame sword, but hold on. And it's just cool because it has a special blood effect.
Iron sword.
Where like the blood swirls around while you're fighting. It's cool as shit. Or it does when you do damage. See? What? Yeah, see? It pulls the blood to you and swirls around. And if they're not armored, like these fuckers are, you start feeding on them immediately. So, like the majority of enemies. But you have to be careful because if it's like a demon or something, you will actually get poisoned by the blood. So you have to be careful about when you use it. And then, hold on, this is fucking amazing. You get a spell, you get a mind control spell, so you can take over enemies, which is awesome.
Control mind.
And then,
Repel.
you get a spell that makes everybody go crazy and start killing each other. And if you do that, like, they'll kill civilians, so you just walk into like a crowded city square, man, and just let everybody fucking in town kill themselves. And it works on pretty much every monster too, so you like walk into a room with a full monster, just fight each other, bitches! Like the fucking, like I said, the magic in this game and your tools get progressively more OP and fucking bullshit in a good way. So this game does get better. You know, you start out, it's kind of, you don't have a lot of tools, but later on you get a lot more tools and it picks up. And then you can also get blood, you can get blood, you can get blood fountains that give you extra strength, and a bunch of them give you mana regeneration. So at first your mana doesn't regenerate at all. Then you get some mana regeneration. By the end of the game, when you get the third fountain, you're pretty much regenerate mana so fast it's hard to lose it. So you can just sit there and fucking spam spells. You're basically half fucking sorcerer. It's fantastic. And then if you don't want to bother with people fucking with you in towns, you can just wear the disguise. I don't think it does, unfortunately. Honestly, New Game Plus wasn't much of a thing back in the day, you know? Not a whole lot of games had New Game Plus in the 90s, you know what I mean? I also should be able to knock out Blood Omen 2 pretty easily. Blood Omen 2 is much simpler because it's linear. Oh shit, okay, dead end. Yeah, some of the areas in this game are fucking labyrinthian. No, it doesn't. Blood Omen 2 is a third-person action game. It has the same basic ideas as Blood Omen, but it's linear. You go chapter to chapter, and it's third person behind the back rotatable camera. And it has more standard combat, you know, heavy attacks, light attacks. But you still get to use a bunch of Kane's spells. His ability to turn into mist. And shit like that. So it still does have a good amount in common with Blood Omen, it's just not open. Yeah, actually, in Blood Omen 2, you actually have a variety of different weapons. You pick them up from enemies and use them. So, and then they break. But, it's not really a thing where you have to, worry about, oh, I'm out of weapons, just where you have to... And so there's a much wider variety of weapons. So you can use spears, short swords, staves, axes, great swords. And you have to track down fucking vampire dudes that betrayed Kane, and after you kill them you get a unique power, like you can go invisible in the mist, and it works like you can slide through bars, but like in Blood Omen 2 you can also use the mist form for stealth, because enemies can't see you in your mist. So like, if you'll go into a graveyard and it'll be foggy, and you can use the mist form to blend in and sneak up on enemies and execute them. You get a vampire jump that lets you jump very far and like target where you're gonna jump, so it's like a super leap and shit like that. And Blood Omen 2 kind of has a different aesthetic. It has almost kind of like a steampunk aesthetic with magic, like a more heavy focus on magic. Maybe. I think you honestly might be surprised at how fucking great Soul Reaver is, dude. You might wind up liking it more than you think. Especially because, you know, you're always talking about how much you love wide linear. And that's what Soul Reaver is. It's not open world. It's just, you have freedom to look around and look for secrets. It's more like a Metroidvania game, Max. Like a 3D Metroidvania, okay? Because you can return to past areas. So you will kill a guy and take his soul and get his power. And then you can, oh, I remember there was this wall that I couldn't climb here. So now I can climb up that wall and get a health power up. I can get a new spell. It's not open world. It's wide linear. And it's optional. You don't have to do fucking any of it. So you can just proceed with the main objective in Soul Reaver and ignore the rest of the stuff. It's just, if you want to, you can look around, you can find hidden areas. Like there's entire hidden areas off the beaten path. But it's, you know, and it's also got a lot of platforming in it. Defiance is almost kind of like a God of War kind of thing. Defiance is really divisive. Some people like it, some people don't. I like it and I hate it. The perks of Defiance is that you play as Cain and Raziel, and both of them have different gameplay, and it's the only game where you play as both. So you play one level as Cain, one level as Raziel, and they control very differently. So they don't just feel like the same. And the combat is the best it's ever been. The problem is the exploration was toned down some, and it has a fixed camera, like Devil May Cry or God of War, the classic God of War, and it's more of a hack and slash. It still has platforming, it still has a story, but it's more of a hack and slash. And I could have dealt with hack and slash, especially because they made the combat better. Like I said, Defiance has the best combat in the series, but I really hated them going from a fixed camera, from a fully rotatable camera to a fixed one. That felt like a massive step back to me. But it's got a fantastic story. It answers a lot of loose plot threads. Yeah, but when you say hack and slash, are you just talking about fucking God of War, dude? Because, you know, there's a lot of other hack and slash, bro, that I think you might actually really like. Like, you're kind of judging hack and slash just based off, like, God of War, dude. Try fucking playing, you know, Devil May Cry, Ninja Gaiden, Bayonetta. Fucking finally, holy shit. Because I actually think you would really like Devil May Cry, Max. Yeah, I'm not talking about that Ninja Gaiden. That game is notoriously awful. I'm talking about the Xbox Ninja Gaiden, Max. I'm talking about the modern. It's not modern anymore, but I'm saying the relatively modern Ninja Gaiden on Xbox and PlayStation, bro. That's a hack and slash with heavy platforming elements, and I think you'd like it a lot. And it's wide linear. You have open areas and there's side quests and shit, but you still perceive the main quest. So I think you'd like the cheesy over the top nature of it. I think you'd like the combat. You know, I think you like Devil May Cry, the cheese and over-the-top schlock. I think you would have a lot of fun with. I think Bayonetta, they're constantly making Dick and... yeah, Shinobi, yeah, that was I played that a little when I was younger. Good game. I never got to fully play the game, but it was good. My dad played it a lot when on PS2. I played some of it. I never got the chance to fully play through it, though. You know, Bayonetta, they're constantly making over-the-top raunchy jokes and playing it tongue-in-cheek, and I think you would like the schlock and the cheese of Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. You know? So I really think that, you know, like, you're kind of basing hack and slash on fucking God of War. And, you know, God of War is great, but it's kind of simplistic gameplay, to me at least. Or, fuck, Darksiders? I really think you would like Darksiders, bro. I really do. I will fucking kill you, Max. Okay, do you understand me? I'm begging you. Do not make fucking DMC 2 your first game of the series. Okay? And it's... dude, DMC 2... it's the worst kind of bad. It's boring. Do you understand? Certain games, Max... like E.T., all those, you know, people laugh at how bad they are, or, you know, certain games like that, how bad they are. DMC 2 isn't bad. It's just mediocre as fuck. That's why people hate DMC 2, not because it's a terrible game, but because the rest of the DMC games are great, and this one is just meh. So, like, when every other game in the series fucking rocks, it comes all across as terrible, and it's like, that's the problem. It's not even that it's so bad it's good, it's just bland and forgettable. You know, and every other DMC game has like a great amount of style. Like, that's one of the things, they have such a sense of style and flair. And DMC 2 is just, like, just boring. So it's not even that you would have a bad time. Like, if you judge it as like a 2003 action game, it's okay, but it's like... DMC 1 was fucking groundbreaking for the time, man. It's one of the games that helped create hack and slashes. It was a really big fucking deal when it came out. And it was considered one of the PS2's strongest early exclusives. Because it came out really early in the PS2's life cycle. I think like January of 2001. So it came out within the first 6 months of PS2. And for many people, Devil May Cry was one of the games that made them want to get a PS2. You know, because the launch lineup for PS2 was not great. You know, I love PS2 as much as you do, but most of the launch games sucked ass, honestly, unfortunately. So, you know, it was... yeah, it was. So, hold on, let me see when it came out exactly. I thought it came out in January of 2001, like extremely early. Like it was almost in the first wave of PS2 games. Like I still kind of consider it a launch game because it came out, you know, it's debatable, but I consider it a launch game if it comes out within the first 6 months. That's still like really early days. Some people think it has to be literally the day it released, but I'm trying to, when did it go? August. Okay, so it came out August. So yeah, roughly within the first 6 months. But it was a big deal, and so many people got a fucking PS5 or not PS5. What am I saying? PS2 just for fucking DMC. It was a big deal. You know, it was a big deal. So, I mean, Devil May Cry, Max, literally helped popularize the hack and slash genre. You know what I mean? It was so influential. And well, not just influential in the hack and slash, it was influential in action games. So many action games have borrowed mechanics from that game. Even God of War, even though most people think of that as their first hack and slash, God of War borrowed heavily from Devil May Cry. The director of God of War even said that he loved Devil May Cry and was inspired by it, but obviously did it in his own way, so it's not derivative. So DMC 1 was a hugely important game. So the expectations for DMC 2 were sky high. And the guys who did DMC 1 had already contractually promised after DMC 1 to do Beautiful Joe, which, if you've never played Beautiful Joe, I highly recommend you play Beautiful Joe. I think you would like that game as well, and it's fucking awesome. But, so they had to do Beautiful Joe after DMC 1, and they were like, we'll do DMC 2, but you gotta wait, and Capcom didn't want to wait, so they outsourced it to an American company that had never worked on a game before, that didn't know what they were fucking doing, and just didn't understand DMC, and it wasn't that it was bad, it was just aggressively mediocre. And, like, most people shit on it and they hate it so much, not because it's technically a bad game, but because it followed up like a 10 out of 10 game with like a fucking 7. And there was so much hype on DMC 2, and it was shit. And that's what I mean, like, it wasn't even so bad it's good. It's just bland. So it's like literally like the worst kind of bad. It's just fucking boring. You know, and then, yeah. Although, you know, in all fairness, dude. Yeah, that is true. In all fairness, man, that wasn't on the Beautiful Joe team, though. I see people, like, always bring that up. And I'm not saying you did, but I'm saying people try to bring that up like that's fucking Beautiful Joe's fault. That was the PSN magazine's fault. It was a bug with the demo disc, not the actual fucking game. So that kind of, you know, honestly pisses me off when people try to act like that was fucking Beautiful Joe's fault. But people are just fucking stupid, dude. They don't, you know. And you know, now that demo disc, Max, the original demo disc is a huge collector's item. It's worth a couple $100. So like, hey, why don't you spend $100 for a game that will fuck your shit up? Ah, okay. Okay, I'm almost to the cathedral. Oh, okay, I guess there's a hidden path here. Yeah, fuck. There's gotta be, there's no other way forward. Oh, there's a door. I didn't see the fucking, that's my bad. How the fuck is he not dead? What the fuck? Oh, I love this song. Actually, this is the first song that plays when King gets turned. But this has to be one of my favorite songs in this game. I love the soundtrack of this game in general. It's fucking dope. Awesome, dude. Yeah. It really just depends, you know, on what game you play. Like JRPGs, I love JRPGs. They are still have a huge emphasis on actual composed tracks. So that's another reason why I love them.
I felt its eyes upon me, eager, hungry, as if it longed to rip my heart out and eat it before me as I died. I laughed as the onslaught began. Perhaps, when it was over, it would be the other way around.
Man, I'm glad I stocked up on items. I hope that they eventually get around to, I really genuinely hope that they eventually get around to, remastering Blood Omen as well. If the Soul Reaver, remastered as well, because, you know, obviously I'm happy to play this game, but, you know, it could do with a fair bit of tweaks that would make it a lot better, honestly. And it would probably be easier to remaster and tweak than Soul Reaver.
Avernus was a religious autocracy, with the cathedral as its dais of power. Though the city lay in ruins, the cathedral remained untouched. The demons knew better than to bite the hand that feeds them.
Yeah, this is a pretty big fucking cathedral. Plus, you can actually get an item that slows down time, Max. Blood Omen time! Hold on. Gotta open the app to see what you're saying. Oh, really? Well, I wouldn't be an expert. I know most people prefer Tenkaichi. But I've hardly played them, and I'm not a Dragon Ball Z stan, so I'm far from the person to give an opinion. Jeez. Carrot cake. Oh god, fucking Dragon Ball Z, man. Fucking abridged. I'm gonna farm some items. I'm running low on healing supplies. And that cathedral's fucking crawling with those red demons that are a nightmare. God in heaven, please let me do it one more time and not break this water. Okay. And now you're gonna see just a little bit about my harmful ritual. Why I'm trying so hard to stop. I wanted you to see. I wanted you to see a little bit of what it's like. So first I hit my legs. That's not that bad. Then I hit my stomach. Imagine doing that repeatedly all day. Fucking hit my chest, my ribs. Force yourself to cough. All to the count of 25. I don't ask me where I got situated in that fucking number, but I am. Hit myself in the throat. I fucking sit there and scratch my nostrils. I've been getting worse at this shit for years. And you're really the only people I've actually shown and been like, hey, look, this is what it is. And then I do my fucking eyes. I press my eyes, and I do that to 77. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, see, and then I fucking right in my eyes. Ooh. Like, I've been getting worse at this for years. I'm trying so hard to fucking not do this. Swallow air. Again to 25. Oh, God. Actually, do some more. Then I do my breathing. You can't hear what I'm saying? Can you hear what I'm saying now, or which part can you hear? Excuse me. Well, what I was trying to say, in case you missed it, is what you just saw there was my ritual. And not even like a full ritual, just a taste. I do it a lot worse when other people aren't watching. So, and I hate subjecting you to that, but I wanted you to see how awful it is, how awful it can be, and why I'm trying to quit it so hard. Okay, and it's not as simple as, oh, I just don't want to do it. It's my OCD that compels me to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it feels like somebody's poking my fucking brain when I don't do it. But yeah, it is 10:36 at 11:11. Less than an hour. I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. I made a lot of strides actually, and not doing it. I just have to make that final push. And now imagine, okay? I want you to imagine my position, Max.
Iron sword.
Imagine where if you don't hurt yourself physically, you suffer mentally. And imagine having to balance that. Because if I don't do my fucking ritual, I have terrible anxiety. It's, you know... It's gonna be, dude. I've been pushing back and stopping for a while now. I'm tired of doing it. I know it's gonna be hard, but I can do it. And I stopped hitting myself for like 45 days. And then I came on some bad times and I kind of relapsed, quote unquote. So I already did quit for longer than I ever quit. I just fell back in old habits, but I'm ready to make the final push. I just wanted you to understand what it was. Yeah, that's also fair. Fair point. See, I'm a man that likes to hurt myself. Steph is a man that likes to be hurt by other men. Also, I'm still super fucking pissed. I had somebody fucking unsubscribe. I'm down to 429 again. That's like, there's this weird pattern on my fucking channel, man, where I will hit a certain number and I'll hover above that, and once I get past that number, I will grow a lot. But until then, so like for ages I was fucking stuck at 250, if you remember, and I kept getting 250, then falling under, then falling under repeatedly, and then when I finally got above 250, I got a lot more, a lot quicker. And for some reason, yeah, that's fair. I had a guy come into the chat yesterday. It's probably the guy who unsubscribed this time. Who fucking, he's just like, oh, it's been a while since you played a good game. I'm like, well, fuck you, man. So that's probably the guy. Which I think is kind of wild too, dude. Because anyone who knows me and my channel knows I stream a bunch of shit, you know? I'm a variety streamer. Like, I make great pains to let people know that I play all kinds of games. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? It's like somebody reading the sign that says, hey, there's a cliff here, then right off the cliff. What the hell, man? It's like, I told you, bro. But it's fine. Yeah. Read him for your mom. Got him. Hold on 1 second. There's I'm pretty sure there's a way to farm Hearts of Darkness that heal you. I'm gonna do that because that area is fucking loaded and I'm almost out of healing supplies. Trying to... Hold on. Yeah. Oh, wow. The game is pretty hard, honestly, even on normal. I can't imagine it'd be easy to play it on hard, dude. Honestly, even on normal. That's great. I thought you'd like it, man. I'm glad that you do. When I'm trying to, for me personally, the part that always got me as a kid, although I was a kid, there's a level where you're running across a rooftop, and I'm pretty sure the rooftop is like falling away as you're running, and that as a kid always fucking got me and gave me so many issues. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to wait until I'll have to wait to form Hearts of Darkness. I'll just have to try and make it through. There's a fucking place where you can basically farm Hearts of Darkness, but you have to, it's like a blood forge, and you give up your blood to get the hearts, but the hearts are healing items. So you can sit there and just exploit that, basically, but it only opens during a full moon. I guess to prevent people from just spamming all the time, being able... As a kid, I remember that being the main issue, but obviously, I'm hopefully a better game player since then. I hope so. So here's the thing, Max. Do you like Dimmies? There's a fucking Australian show that's really good, Mr. Nobody. And they were always talking about fucking Dimmies. Yeah, but I'm saying, have you had dimmies? Oh, fuck. Hey, Mom. It's, if you read the message, it's 11:11, so you're a little bit early. But Max is happy to see you. I keep trying to entice my mom back to Discord, but she's fucking lame. She just want to hang out with us losers. The other day, I tried to tell my mom I loved her, and she smacked me in the face and called me a nerd! I told my mom, I'm like, you know how crazy it is? It's like my main competition is a little tiny wiener dog. It's like, I've been your son for 28 years. 28 years, and I'm getting fucking ousted from my spot as the favorite by a little weenie dog. Like, yeah, maybe my mom would love me more if I had cute floppy ears. I told my mom, I said if she had to choose between me or the dog, she'd have to think about it long and hard, and then she'd choose the dog. I do love Soka, though. She's a cutie. The other day, she, earlier today, dude, she, hopped off the bed. Didn't know I had an older sister? What are you talking about? Okay. I think he was making a joke about my mom, like her age. Like saying you're young. I think. Well, you know what they say, Max, flattery will get you everywhere. Oh, God, yep. Betrayed by my own mother. Yeah, I think this is the right way. Some of the areas in this game are like the definition of fucking labyrinthian. Not to mention the fact that it's a little bit hard to find your fucking way around while you're getting pelted by fucking demons and armed knights. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna warp back to the sanctuary and then try this again. It's easier if I just take the specific path. I got sidetracked. Kind of fucked myself there. You know how they have like an evil twin brother, Max? Like there's like a trope of somebody having an evil twin brother and it's like the opposite of the name. If Max Payne had an evil twin brother, what would it be called? Minimum Pleasure? Oh no, it's my Legacy Kane Blood Omen. Dude, man, one of my favorite parts of Max Payne 2 is the fucking My Lord, My Lady. Oh, not my lord, my lady, my lord. Like, I had a fucking laugh every time I heard that on. I would just sit there and fucking watch the whole thing. I tell you what, Max, a game that I wish you could play, that I think you would like, as well as the fact my mom loves it, dude, is Parasite Eve. My mom played the shit out of Parasite Eve. I remember her playing it when I was growing up. And it's this mixture of RPG mechanics and horror in modern day New York as a detective. Yeah. That's why I'm suggesting it to you, because you could get it in down. I think you would like it. The New York setting, the mixture of RPG and horror. Yeah, my mom played Parasite Eve extensively. My mom is also where I got really into Maximo. That was one of her favorite games of all time ever. And I got into it because she played it, and I played it with her. I remember one time we were going on a trip somewhere. I can't even fucking remember when. It's been so many years. It's like 5 or 6. And my mom brought the PS2 and Maximo, and I was sitting there playing in the hotel room with her. Yeah. She's kind of taking a bit of a break from gaming. I'm trying to get her back into it. Maximo's fantastic, dude. Both Maximos are great. I personally prefer the first Maximo, but both Maximos are fantastic. The second one is just different. It's not bad. They're both great games. I just personally prefer the first one. There's Maximo, Ghosts of Glory, and Maximo versus the Army of Zen. And they're both great games. You may prefer either, but there's not a bad Maximo. And they're just a really charming mixture of combat, fighting, and kind of cynical, bleak sense of humor. Lies! Mom, there's this 81-year-old chick called Skyrim Grandma who plays fucking Skyrim, okay? And not only does she play Skyrim, but she has fucking arthritis. So she's got fucking arthritis and she's 80 and she can play it. Like, don't give up on gaming. Gaming hasn't given up on you. She retired from Skyrim streaming, just so you know. She retired from gaming. she got burnt out on streaming. But she was making huge videos every day for years, so I don't blame her. That's what happens to a lot of YouTube content creators. They don't pace themselves and they get burned out. That's why you have to take breaks and do your sanity, because if you just force yourself to do it every fucking day and not take any breaks, you know? Like, generally speaking, I try to stream every day, but there are times when I'm just like, I don't feel like it, or even sometimes as small as I don't feel like it right now. And I know that if I continuously force myself to do it, even when I really, really didn't want to, I would probably grow burned out and grow to resent it. That's why taking breaks is so important, but nobody's going to tell her that. You know what I mean? So I think she'll come back. She just got burnt out, not that I blame her. But still, she didn't quit because she couldn't play anymore. And I think she said, she's like, I love Skyrim. Skyrim's one of my favorite games. I'll always play Skyrim. She's just like, I'm just tired of making content creation. So hopefully she'll come back, or just play a different game, you know? Maybe playing a different game would be enough to get the juices flowing. And enough people love her that I'm sure they would watch her no matter what she played, honestly. She's a super sweet old lady. And I just love it because she's, you know, fighting that old stereotype that games are just for young people. Games are for everybody. In my opinion. You're never too fucking old to play video games if you want to play them. Like, that should be the only fucking barrier to entry, is wanting to play them. Fuck me, let me rewind a little bit. See, it's so easy to get lost in this fucking city. The only reason, and this is just my game theory, so take it with a grain of salt, that I believe, the only reason I personally believe that gaming got a reputation for not being for old people is because gaming hasn't really been around long enough for old people to have played it. You understand? Gaming... that's funny. Gaming, Max, I know we've grown up with it all of our lives, but gaming is still a relatively new medium. You know what I'm saying? So for a long time in gaming, all the people that played gaming were people like us who were born around it, and older people just wasn't there. So, you know, but now we're seeing a lot more older gamers play because, well, they're getting older. People who were around then are older now. Like people who were, you know, young in the 70s, they were 20 years old when Atari came out, are now in their 60s. She likes, say, the soundtrack of Max Payne 2, apparently, but not Max Payne 1. You know, in all fairness, dog. Oh God, where's the fucking right path through this place? Jesus. In all fairness, dog. Max Payne 1 doesn't have a kickin' fucking late goodbye theme. And we keep hurrying through the night. Such a late meow. Such a late meow. Okay. My mom is really a cat at heart. I've told her that repeatedly. Or did I... Is there a path that I missed? There's a specific way you gotta go to the cathedral. Oh, Jesus. I love this game. Yeah, Soka wasn't really raised around other dogs. My mom got her when she's pretty young. So Soka has actually had more time around cats and dogs. And she has actually... Yeah, how did you know? We don't even give my mom stuff to drink, dude. We just fill a bowl of milk and we leave it there for her to lap it up. That's crazy, man. And sometimes in the middle of the night, she'll just get up and fucking zoom through the house screaming, smacking shit around. And whenever we're around my mother, nothing is safe. If it's on a table, she will knock it off. Come on, there's gotta be a better way to get to the fucking cathedral. Is here where I'm supposed to go? Hold on. Oh my god, sometimes it's just fucking... Oh, that's right. Shit. Yeah, I'm supposed to go through that tiny crack in the wall. Like, oh my god. And how would you fucking know that? You fucking would not. You wouldn't. That's great, man. I hope you can play them. I know you had a lot of issues getting them to fucking work. It's my dream to, it's my dream to get my mom to, it's my dream to get my mom to shit on Steph too. My life will be complete once my mother's made a gay joke about Steph. Dude, man, even fucking Mary came in and made a gay joke about Steph. I almost pissed myself, man. I didn't see that coming. I'm just like, I'm like, man, even Mary's dunking on fucking Steph. I'm like, it's over. It's like that fucking... It's like that fucking joke that Alex loves so much. It's over. It has never been more over than it is right now. Yeah, we all had a moment, Mom, where we were fucking clowning on Alex. Cause he was like, stealth games are easy. You just retry over and over again until you get it. And like me, Max, and Steph were just like, you mean what you do in literally every other game? Like, dude, you just described every other game. Like, dying until you get through it and you beat the game is how every game is played. What?
The Heart of Darkness.
Ah. Yeah, I'm glad you like Splinter Cell, dude. And the subsequent games get even better. Well, they do, in my opinion. I think each subsequent game really built on what they had before. So, first Splinter Cell is good, second one's even better, third one is even better than that. You know, and they just get a lot better. Chaos Theory is most people's favorite. And it's easy to see why. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I honestly think that all the main Splinter Cell games are great, man. Splinter Cell Double Agent's really good. I really like Splinter Cell Conviction. And I really love Splinter Cell Blacklist, which is the most recent one. Because it was just Splinter Cell, but updated for PS3 and 360. At the time for 2013, so it was just Splinter Cell, but better. So, like, I liked all of the main games, honestly. Some more than others, but I don't think there's been a bad Splinter Cell game. No, they're actually not like that, just so you know. In fact, they're actually more forgiving when it comes to shit like that. Yeah, it's 11:10. It's almost 11:11. Health upgrade. Yeah, hold on. Let me look at the fucking guide to see where to go here, because there's a labyrinth. Like I said, if you... Oh, there it is. I thought nothing could go wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. Hold on. Alright. Started my timer. One. Oh, yeah, how's it going? It's good to see you, Reels. Starting now. Boom. Alright. I guess I probably opened... Yeah, I wasn't thinking. I probably opened another door. Yeah, I did. That's what everybody wants in a game, a fucking teleporter maze. What? Fuck you. Ah, just try my patience. Alright, Mom, I love you, bye. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at the guide to see where to go. I'm not trying 50 different fucking million things when I'm getting attacked by a respawning demon every fucking time. No, thank you. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. And whoever's watching, you should like, comment, subscribe, because I'm about to hit 430 subscribers. You could be the 430th one. And you get a special sticker and a jacket in the mail. The shirt will say, I subscribed to Karen, and all I got was a stupid t-shirt. Yep, you're supposed to hit the switches in a specific order. You're something else, Max. Oh, what the fuck, bro? Oh, and the fact that that fucker respawns after every time you come back is just fucking dumb as shit. Like, all that stuff right there just could be corrected, you know what I mean? Oh, son of a... Yeah, the rewinding feature in this game really just helped smooth out a lot of those rough edges. Okay, it opened the hall over there. Alright, Ammo, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Alright, dude. Have a good one.
Above me stood a memory, etched in stained glass. Time fades even legend, and the origin of Soul Reaver has been lost long ago. But its purpose remains, to feed on the souls of any creature it strikes. Kindred, this blade and I. The Soul Reaver. The Soul Reaver. Time fades.
I'm gonna end this part here. I'll be back.